Okay, friends, so we are on Highway 12 West. Scenic Byway 12. West 12. Okay, here we go. Staircase, Escalon National Monument, 64. Bryce Canyon, 112. Ooh, they even have a sign for it. Look, John. Scenic Byway 12. Of state parks. Oh, look, the Petrified Forest is even part of this. Okay, friends, so I'm going to turn you guys off so that I can have a little snack, get something to drink. If I see something really interesting, I'll turn you back on. But we've seen a lot of this kind of scenery today, so I think I can take a small break. This road has a lot of turns like this. Sharp turns. You have to go slow. That's why that highway patrol person said that this road takes longer because of all the curves. Still the best way to get from Capitol Reef to Bryce. I know, isn't that something? That log house over there. is beautiful, I will have to say. So funny because we just went through Capitol Reef, which hardly had any trees. I mean, it had some, but nothing like this. This is a national forest. This is pretty cool. So we're going through the Dixie National Forest, guys, and this is about all we're seeing. There's a bunch of trees and a lot of curves. One curve on top of another curve. So I don't know how much filming I'll actually do for you through here. But the trees are really pretty. Overlook. I want to pull off onto it because I want to take a picture of that valley, which is awesome, but it's on your side. This is going to be a great stop. Okay, guys, let me get out and show you around. Alright, so this is the Barb Hollow Overlook. Barb Hollow Overlook. What do you think?
Nice.
Yep. All right, so that overlook was pretty cool. Now we're headed on down the road. Off. These roads are pretty crooked. But then I see views like this. And I'm just like in awe. So pretty. Several trailheads. That Great Western Trail. If you are a hiker, you need to move to Utah because there are thousands of places to hike through here and in all the national parks. So just so you know, Highway 12, the Scenic Byway, is 100 miles long. So, and it's got a lot of turns, twists and turns. So just be prepared to take it slow and a long drive. But it is beautiful. I don't know the exact number, but it's over 100 miles long. I think 111. Is that what I read? Something like, something like that. show you John's GPS. See, we still have 92 miles on it, and we've already been on it for quite a while. So yeah, I think I read 111, but it's quite a long road, quite a scenic road, of course, and quite a curvy road. But they say it's still the best way to get from Capitol Reef to Bryce Canyon. So when we started out this morning, Capitol Reef was not on our radar just yet. Our goal is to drive south towards Bryce. So Capitol Reef was a side stop. Oh, look at the deer. I was wondering why you were going to the other side of the road. Yeah, so Capitol Reef was kind of a side stop, but it was very, very interesting. So, like I said, we're just kind of playing this trip by ear, day by day, hour by hour. Ooh, cows. These are birch, aren't they? Those white ones. Those beautiful white trees.
Aspen.
Aspen. Okay, yeah, that's right. Aspen. Off for a while. So 9,600 feet. Oh my goodness. Cow in the middle of the road. And it's not moving. It's like it says open range. I own this road. Calf. Well, cow, calf. Watch out for them. a sign for it that I kept reading about. I don't know where the monument's at, but that was the sign for it. It's like we're up on this ridge. Oh, good pull over, John. Maybe. Oh, God. We are literally on a ridge, people. We have this on my side. We have that on John's side. Oh, God. Thought 8 was bad. We're getting ready for a 14. John, you are doing so good. I would not trust this drive with anybody else but John. Maybe Jody. But John is doing awesome. literally holding my breath over here. I have never been in this much of a tight spot before. Oh my God. I cannot believe this. And it's on your side too.
Well, where it slopes off like that, it's not so bad. But
I know. Those sheer drop-offs are like, jeez. Oh my Lord, I am so glad that we left the park when we did, so we're not doing this at night. Next 4 miles. That's what it said 4 miles ago. Now we've got 4 more miles. I will have to say it is definitely scenic for sure. Oh God, we have another 14. State highway patrolman that we had lunch next to, he was telling us about this road, and he did warn us that we would have to go very, very slow. Wow, we actually have walls on the side of us, John. This is not so bad. Oh my God. Look at that turn. At least put railings up. held my breath for so long I thought I might pass out. God. John, I don't know how you did that. It is really pretty through here, though, I will say. You reckon we're at the bottom of that 14-degree grade?
Well, 14 probably.
It's a whole lot cooler through here, isn't it? Temperature-wise, you can actually feel how cool it is. Is pretty. See that horn? Right there.
That's Kalani.
Yep. There's the river. I want to get it, so go slow. Escalante River. We're actually going through this park too, even though this isn't, I don't think this is a national park, but I remember seeing postcards of it at the visitor center with that name. John's like, what do you need to overlook for? What did we just drive through? Was that not overlook enough for you? He didn't even have to say it. I could read his mind. He was like, I think that 4-mile ridge with overlooks on both sides was plenty. I mean, that ridge was barely as wide as the road. Drop-offs on my side and drop-offs on your side. That was unreal. to turn you off for a little bit. I always say I'm going to turn you off, and then I end up turning you right back on because something will come up. But I need to take a breather. So I will meet you on down the road. This curve and that curve at the same time. That's the road we just came up on. That is the road we just came up on, guys. Behind us again. Sun is just too bright right now, and as you can tell from the arrow, we're going to be driving right into it. Well, I lied. Off because I want you to see this view. Oh my goodness, no wonder they call this the scenic route. I mean, it literally has one scene after another for 100 miles. Escalante is 10 miles. That is a long ways to see. And then in the front here, we have like 3 layers going on. At least we have signs right now. And in case you're wondering, we are still on 12 West. Still on 12. Terrain through here though. That's the picture of it. Or is that the school? Is that a school? That looked like, okay, never mind, I'm wrong. But that looked like what they had the monument shaped like. I wonder if they shaped the school to look like the monument. Okay, don't listen to me, guys, because I'm tired. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so for supper we stopped in Escalante and we just got Subway sandwiches at that convenience store. It was like half convenience store, half Subway restaurant, and the sandwich tasted pretty good. I told them they really need to get shirts that say I survived Highway 12. They thought that was funny. Anyway, we are now leaving Escalante and headed off down the road. Bryce Canyon is 49 miles. Forest State Park. I don't know. We've been to the Petrified Forest State Park, but it wasn't the Escalante one. Huh?
It's in Arizona.
That's what I thought. I mean, I knew it wasn't this one. Stopped in Escalante. We were talking to people there, and they said the next 40 miles or so wasn't as bad. So, and that real narrow part that we went through is called Hog's Back because they said it represents a hog's back. I said, okay. Hogs have like a ridge that goes down their backs.
Yeah. They ask me how many people have gone off of it.
No, I did not. Hog's Back Ridge. That's what that real narrow part of the highway was called because it represented the back of a hog. I guess hogs have ridges that go down the middle of their back. And John just verified that, so yep. And so far this part has not been bad at all. We are still on 12. I told that convenience store clerk that he needs to get t-shirts that says, I survived Scenic Highway 12. He laughed. If nothing else, they need t-shirts that say, I survived Hog's Back, because that was unreal. To videotape it, but I don't know. I was kind of leaning over towards John's side the whole time. I don't know why that made me feel safer to be leaning his way, because his way was just as deep of a drop off as my way was, but I guess I was aiming for the middle of the car. We have something in the road. Raccoon. This through here, this valley through here is really pretty. This Highway 12, the Scenic Byway, was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth the trip. But, oh my goodness, you definitely do not want to do it at night. Definitely do not want to do it if you're in a hurry. You definitely don't want to do it if you're sick. Like, I had a really good day. I mean, I didn't get car sick or anything. I got a little anxious, a little panicked in a couple of areas, but overall, I didn't do too bad, I don't think. So it's definitely worth the drive, but make sure it's under the right conditions. I'm so happy I got to see Capitol Reef National Park. I'm so happy I got to take Highway 12, the Scenic Byway. And then I hope that tonight we get a good night's sleep, and tomorrow we can do Bryce Canyon. I'm looking forward to that because they say Bryce Canyon is a beautiful spot. So even though the signs keep saying 12 west, it does kind of move around, and right now we're going south. So that's why the sun is over there. It's because the road is at the moment going south. What's that sign up there say? Oh, Dixie National Forest. We are still in Dixie National Forest, guys. Oh, no, we're leaving Dixie National Forest. All right. And what's this one say? Escalante, Grand Staircase, Escalante National Monument. You know, is that what it's supposed to be? Is that rock formation? Me neither. I'm going to have to look that up. Because that's the only thing I've been seeing is that rock formation. But it does kind of look like it. It does kind of look like the drawing. The picture. Sharp curves for the next mile and a half. Okay. This one's 12%. The summit is 7,600 feet. At least we have signs here. So in Escalante, they did tell us that even though most of the road was good, that you would hit a couple of Swiss backs. And I guess this is one of them. Subway, and I was talking to that lady and that gentleman about Highway 12, and they were kind of teasing me about it. And the guy says, so I guess you don't want to work for our fire department or ambulance? And I was like, no, I didn't. He was like, can you imagine? He goes, our fire department and our ambulance and our police officers and our highway patrol people, they have to do that road all the time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, nope, not for me. It was nice. It was nice for the day, but I definitely would not want to have to do it on a daily basis. Still seeing beautiful scenery, guys. Even at the end of Highway 12, towards the end, we are still seeing beautiful scenery. History, and especially the Western and the westward movement. And you know, whenever we travel through these Western states, I just always think of the pioneers and how they did this with horses and wagons, covered wagons. Can you imagine going over this terrain in covered wagons, John? Slow of a process that would have been, and you know, days and months that it would have taken them to do this, maybe even years. I wonder how fast they could go from Joplin, Missouri to California. Do we know? I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm sure there's written records of it.
Yeah. To look that up. Months for sure, yeah.
Auto Party never made it.
Nope.
A lot of others.
historical fiction. I should know that fact, but I don't think I've ever sat down to really research it. I know months. I know in the books I read, they talk about how many months it takes. Park, 19 miles. Of course, we're going to a motel that is only 15 miles away. So, and then tomorrow we will go into Bryce. Can you imagine having this for your backyard? Okay guys, so we just arrived at the Best Western here in Bryce City, and we are staying at the Best Western, and we are on the lower level in 7170, which is right here. And there he is, the man of the hour. Look at this nice motel room he got us. This thing is huge. And it looks super comfy. And it's on the first floor. It's on the lower level. It's like 10 steps from the car. Very nice. Perfect. Okay, friends, well, we made it to the Best Western here in Bryce City, and it's a wonderful motel. I mean, it looks like it's brand new, and this room is huge, and I am so glad to be here. It was a wonderful day, got to see Capitol Reef, got to take the Highway 12 scenic route, but I am glad to be here in this nice, comfortable motel. It's a nice cool evening out, and it's just a wonderful evening, so I'm super happy to be here.